How to have love and compassion for everyone. I know you already thinking, I don't know what you talking about, Miss Kelly Travel Spiritually. That ain't possible. Do you see what these people doing out there? Trust me, we are all one, you lovely souls. Before I jump into this video today, if you clicked on this video, I remind you that you clicked on this video for a reason. There are merely any coincidences in this universe. Everything is happening in divine timing. And you've clicked on this video because there's a message that your soul wants you to hear. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Don't listen to the resistance. Don't listen to the mind that's trying to get you to click off right now. Don't listen to that. Stay here. That's the key that you're supposed to be here. You might not like what you're going to hear. You might not like how you feel about what you hear, but it is for you. You are here for a reason. Before I jump and dive into this video, I want to say this as well. Make sure you're feeling good, you lovely souls, because feeling good is your highest priority. 2 to 3 times a day, check in on your energy levels and see how you are feeling. Okay. And then you can also self-reflect like that at the beginning of your day and at the end of your day, right? So at the beginning of your day, start your day off fulfilled and starting your day off with how you want to feel. It's going to be a great day, right? And then say you go to work and some things happen. You might get triggered. Pay attention to your energy levels. See what's triggered you, because whatever's triggered you has dropped your energy. See what's triggered you. At the end of the day, look at these things. What triggered me? What dropped my energy level? Why did that trigger me? Why did that situation happen that way? Whatever or whatnot, so that you can learn the lesson and keep your energy up the way that it needs to be up, so that you won't be triggered by the things that are taking your energy. You heard? You feel me? You heard? Did you feel me? Okay. Let me jump on into this video today. How to have love and compassion for people who out here running around doing the unknown. Is it possible? Anything is possible, you lovely souls. I mean, we do the impossible all day. You feel me? We do things that people believe that it is impossible. People believe that change is impossible, and it's not. Many of us are freaking examples of that today, and many other people, have changed, and they're examples of this today. And because people believe that people don't change, and that's because most people never change. Ain't that something? Most people just exist here and never live, never feel alive. They just exist here and they never change. And this is why people have the belief that people never change, because it seems so rare. But that's not you, you lovely soul. Okay? How to have compassion and love for others. We are all one. I used to wonder how I was going to be able to do this. How was I going to be able to love people who be out here doing stuff that made me feel some type of way, that triggered me, that I got upset with? A lot of what I didn't like was ignorance before we even got to where we are today in the world. I didn't like ignorance and arrogant. It triggered me. Why did it trigger me? Because I was being ignorant. I was arrogant within myself as well. So when others did it, it triggered me. So if people trigger you, that is something for you to look at. Don't listen to the ego and make it look like, oh, no, that was them. They ain't got nothing to do with you. You would never do nothing like that. You would never. Bro, that's not true. The ego's lying. There's something for you to look at. People should not trigger you. And if they do, you should go in and look at why. Because there's something inside of you. There's an emotion that occurred when you got triggered. What is that emotion trying to tell you? Emotions, energy and motion. They are messengers. Emotions are messengers trying to tell us something. You guys, y'all want to know why I always say on my videos, feeling good is your highest priority? Because what you feeling is signaling out to the universe. What you feel signals out to the universe. What caused you to feel something is outside of you. And nothing outside of you should never make you feel some type of way. And if it does, you should always look at it. So if you being triggered, if you start to feel some type of way, right? This message is coming through to give to you guys. So if you starting to feel sad all of a sudden, you don't know why. Ain't nobody around, nobody did nothing. It's just you around. Why I'm feeling sad? Take a look at your thoughts. Observe them without any attachment. Just pull your consciousness back and kind of just look at those thoughts and see what's there. Whatever that thought is causing you to feel sad. And it's probably some stored energy in your body that is from the past, of some situations you might have reacted to, or some moments where you've been sad and that energy you reacted to, and the energy is stored in your body. It's stored for life until we release it. So this is why people be living in the past, okay? So always make sure you know where your mind is going. Because if you say you broke up with your ex 5 years ago, but you catch yourself always thinking about your ex. You know what I'm saying? You always thinking about your ex. And every time, you got these thoughts about your ex and the things that your ex done to you and all these things, and you literally thinking about it, focusing on it, you are literally starting to feel those emotions like if it happened today. Whatever that person did to you 5 years ago, the thoughts that you have in your mind about that person that you are focusing on, right? You'll start to feel that emotion as if it's happening right now, today. And that is signaling off that emotion to the universe. Excuse me, there they go. Trying to attack the dope shocker, you hear? Because they don't want y'all to hear these messages, though. Hold on one second. So, that's what's be signaling out. Like now I'm tongue tied. That's what me getting signaling out. So be mindful that you can observe and look at your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. A thought is something that's past tense that suddenly appeared in your mind. Okay, and this is what a lot of people be reacting to out here today, right? And those of you who've been doing the work and continuously do the work understand exactly what I'm saying, because having love and compassion for other souls definitely takes maturity. Definitely does it take for you to be mature. So I want to say it like this. So in the past, in a relationship that I was in, I look back and observe with no attachments, right? And I look and I'm like, dang, no wonder why I never learned the lessons. Instead, I put fuel to the fire, right? Neither one of us was actually better than one another. We was both equal. We was both equal because we was doing the same thing to each other, right? So therefore, I couldn't have love and compassion for that person. All I could do was have hate for that person because I felt that person was doing all these things to me all along. That person was triggering me, and I couldn't have that love and compassion for them because I could see nothing but hate because I wasn't learning any lessons. Tell me how that resonate with you right now today, okay? When you actually start doing the work, how many of you notice this right here, right? You see people get mad for dumb stuff, right? And it makes you laugh. Why does it make you laugh? Because you remember yourself getting mad at dumb stuff, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying with patience, right? You remember a time when you were impatient and how people get frustrated, right? That's one of the big ones right here for us on this planet, right? As people being so impatient, especially with road rage and stuff. People are so impatient in a rush to get nowhere, right? So like in your life, you can remember a time whenever you were impatient and started reacting however you reacted, right? So therefore, we can see ourselves in other people. And when you start to do the work within yourself, you will start to notice the growth that you are experiencing. When you notice how people don't trigger you, right? If somebody come up to me right now and they start saying, oh, you a B word, you this, you that, you ain't nothing, you ain't gonna never be nothing, all this stuff that would have set me off like a firecracker, and I would have had hate toward them, and I would have acted very ignorant, it would have triggered me big time. Instead, now I would sit there at them and laugh, and I would say, wow, to myself, you don't love yourself. And I see this at times, like, we don't have to take things personally. People creating the world that people are living in is a reflection of what they feeling inside. Everybody living in their own world. Everybody be living in their own world. And I see things today out in the world, and I'll be like, wow, man, they don't like themselves very much. Man, they're living in a crappy world. Wow, man, their world's pretty, needs some work. You feel me? Observe it, but I don't judge them like, dang. Because you know why? Because I can see myself in them. I can see that somewhere inside that person, I've been there. And I know what it's like, and I know what it feels like. So instead, I have love and compassion for that person. I'm like, I hope they find their way. If it's somebody who is impatient, I'm like, man, I pray that they find patience and they find their way. You understand what I'm saying? So if you can't have love and compassion, you find yourself in a place where you feel like you can't have love and compassion for people. It's because the people that you can't have love and compassion for is probably equal to you, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video. What I mean by they're equal to you is that they probably trigger you. They probably trigger you because there is work to be done within you. And this is why you can't have love and compassion for them. Instead, you're going to have whatever emotions arise for that person. They did this to me. They did that to me, man. Oh, they get on my nerves, man. Everybody's so ignorant and annoying. Everybody did. Everybody did. We can't control what people do. We can't control the opinions of others. We can't control none of that, but we can control how we react, right? And so as you start to mature and continue to do the work within yourself, you will start to see that we are all one. You will start to see yourself in other people, as I mentioned earlier, right? When people get mad, I can see like, yeah, it's dumb, right? But to them, it's not, because they're not understanding why they're mad, right? I can see it because I used to get mad about that same thing. You know what I'm saying? This is what makes people like us want to help people. And this is what helps you become a great guide to others. It's by healing yourself, understanding your darkness, your uncertainty. Because darkness is only uncertainty. When you start to understand the things that trigger you, or the darkness that lies within you, you start to understand it and you start to grow with it. You're going to start to see that people are struggling with the same things that you have struggled with. And the only way you can't have love and compassion for them is because you might be equal to where they are right now. So y'all I'm saying, like, that's just like if two people get in an argument right now, and there'd never be an understanding if they are like if they're doing the same thing back and forth to each other. It reminds me of like people, they'll be like, man, I ain't gonna do that for them. Sure, I ain't gonna do that for them because they don't do it for me. I'm gonna do to them what they do to me. Well, dang, who's better in that situation? Not saying that anyone's superior over anyone, because they're not. You understand? We are all just on different levels is what I'm saying. So like if somebody hurt you and you try to hurt them back, man, you're just creating karma for each other. Nobody's learning the lesson, right? So yeah, this is what I mean when I say it takes maturity in order to get to this place. So just understand that wherever you are right now, if you are being triggered by others, and you don't want to be triggered by people, right? Because your goal is to be bulletproof, not to let anything outside of you trigger you, right? That's the ultimate goal, because you're going to navigate through here, your physical body in the matrix, but your consciousness is in the world, higher levels, in the world that you're creating. You feel me? But your body here, so you ain't supposed to be triggered by other people. Ain't nobody perfect at all. So there are times people will trigger you. Okay, let me give you an example. The other day, I was at a light, right? And somewhere in me, I used to feel get impatient when I was in a rush to work and stuff, right? And somehow, I guess the energy was still stored inside of me, obviously. And so I used to get like frustrated with people easily also. And I used to just blow the horn instantly. Well, the other day, it was caution lights going off. And there was somebody behind me. And I was actually being kind and letting the person turn in front of me. But yet the person was very impatient behind me. Remind you, I used to be very impatient in many situations in my life. So they blew the horn. And instantly, I blew the horn back. And I'm like, what the? I didn't even realize why I even blew that horn. Like, it didn't make sense to me. And I'm instantly shifting into the ego, because I noticed my ego kicked in like, oh, no, they ain't right. They ain't right. They're the one, even though they almost got hit behind me. But my ego tried to kick in instantly. Once I reacted, ego kicked in. Boom. There it goes. Oh, no, I ain't. That's all them. They're the ones who blew the horn. Sure, I blew the horn back to make, making excuses. And so I was like, oh, wow. I got to look at that. And I need to release that energy out of my body. And I started to realize that came from past situations. And I was triggered by that. And yet my ego tried to make me think that I wasn't. And I admitted that I was. And I even mentioned to my kids about it. And, my kid told me, nobody would ever admit that. I respect that. I appreciate you for even admitting that. I said, I do. I apologize. That was my mistake. I let my ego come through and come at you, because my kid was like, what are you doing? And I had some, that's when I started like, no. You're making excuses. And this is what be happening daily. Why was I triggered by it? Because there was stored energy inside of me from the past that now was presenting itself to me that, hey, you need to look at this. Prior to this, 3 other situations that's happened a week before that, right? Prior to this. So I realized that people are going to be impatient, and I'm patient. And that could be annoying. Oh yeah, it could be very annoying because you're patient. But yet remember, you used to be impatient. And that's what I noticed. And so at the end of the day, I cleared that energy out of my body, released that, let it go, and I sent love to that person. May they find, may they get to their destination safely. and may they find patience on their path. That's nothing but love for them. You see what I'm saying? How it works? Because at the end of the day, I saw myself in them. I was able to see a part of me in them, impatient. And I also was able to connect why I reacted to how I used to always blow the horn back at people who blew the horn at me. Like, man, you gonna blow the horn at me? I'm blow the horn at you. Type stuff. But at the end of the day, yeah, I was triggered by them. And I reacted with the horn. But I saw myself in them. And I let it be. And I send love. And I have love for the people regardless. So that's the situation if you are someone who's doing the work. So the only time you can't have love and compassion for another soul is because you may be equal to them and there's work to be done. So it takes maturity. I hope this was helpful for you because that's the best simplified way I can explain this situation to you. At the end of the day, we're not perfect. Be easy going on yourself. Somebody need that affirmation who's harder on themselves. I am easy going on myself. I am not hard on myself. I allow myself to make mistakes so that I can learn. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Allow yourself to feel and understand what is that feeling? Why is it here? So that you can understand it and release it. Okay? Especially whenever it causes you to react. If you've already reacted, like I did in this situation, right? Blew the horn back. But that's not the right thing to do because that's a reaction. I still did it, right? So I had to look at that. And I hope this was helpful to you. So like this video if you like it. And if it resonated with you and you found messages here, hit that like button so we can get this message out to more lovely souls like yourself. So if you are wondering if you're going to ever have love and compassion for other souls, yes, you will. We are all one. And to be a great coach, guide, healer, person who is here to be of service and of help to humanity, you must understand why you experienced what you experienced and learn the lessons from them. And then you'll be able to see yourself in other people. You know what I'm saying? This takes maturity and it takes just you continuously working on yourself and you will get there. I used to wonder if I would ever get there and I do. So it is very rare that I'm triggered with anything outside of me. But if it is, I know it's something to be learned. And then I release that energy if I reacted. And I still send out love to those people in an area that I know what caused me to react. In the area where I'm able to see myself in them. I love you guys. Share this video with anyone you want to share this video with. And I'm just here spreading my truth, love, and light. So if you catch yourself coming back and watching my videos, consider joining the Pure Clarity Mindset family by hitting that subscribe button and that bell. So the notifications will be on so that you can get all my newest videos that I drop. And only if you feel open-minded and ready for the truth. And I tell you, if you are watching this video, if you clicked on this video, you're absolutely here for a reason. Nothing is happening by coincidence. And when you start to realize that, you'll start to see the magic in this universe and how the universe works. And how the universe is always speaking to you. I love you. Keep taking care of yourself, baby, and focusing in on you and know that you are bulletproof and nothing outside of you should ever trigger you. And you already know what to do if it does because I just showed you in this video. So this is how you have love and compassion for others, for everyone. Remember, we are all one. I love you guys. Come back to see me. Peace, love, and light to you.